Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. It's career mode. We're on episode 93. It's the Giro, and we're on stage 6. And this stage is, well, it's easy. It's easy on paper, but it could turn out to be a little more challenging. The reason being, it's only 138k. It's one climb, but it's only 138k. So I expect that the one climb, is going to be intense, and it's going to be fast, and it is going to be hard to keep up on that climb without getting dropped. You're going to see a lot of riders falling off fairly quickly. So far, nobody interested in going in the attack. Maybe I'm going to send one of these guys up the road just because, like, say, Luco. Alright, Rehobovis coming on through. He's the last one we're waiting on to get up here. Okay, Luco. I'm going to set you to auto. He'll wait for that first group to catch up and then should continue on. Now it's 4 riders clear, half minute up the road. Rehobovis has gotten into position now. He's an obvious candidate to protect Karaman. We want to protect Gonzalez Albiol. Narbutas is obvious for that. Kyokochi on a +5 with an 80. Ooh, I like our chances of being able to make all 3 of these guys. We're looking at 5 really strong riders today. I love our chances of being able to do something with that. Now, we're already seeing that intensity pick up as you're seeing other guys trying to get into the break. Let's go quick for now. These guys are already in position. We're okay. They're not getting dropped at the chase, and then it's a 1.5-minute gap to Luco, who is just sitting on, surprisingly, but okay, that's what he's opted for. Makes life a lot easier for him. 3.5 minutes up the road. He's at full strength. You got 3 guys working. I like it. Alright, we find ourselves in 4th place right now, right where I want to be. I'm not sure if a podium is in the cards with Karaman, as he's definitely no Burlikov. And as we approach the climb, I'm going to already start preparing for it in 2 ways. One, we're going to need water. So let's send Rehobovis back to get water now while things aren't too bad. 2, we're already starting to pick up the tempo a bit. We are far from complete on setting that up. Eventually I want to set these guys to probably all the way up to an 85 to make sure we do not get dropped on this climb. If we start drifting back, that's the scenario we want to avoid. Now you're far too far from the finish line when you go over the top of the climb to think about the stage. So this is not a breakaway type of stage. It's a don't get dropped on the one climb of the day type of stage. Alright, got the water part taken care of. Let's go ahead and up the effort a little bit more. 81, position holding well. And gosh, I'm tempted to be the team to shake things up with 12.5k. We'll see what happens over the climb. Alright, so Rehobovis, let's shake things up, huh? 12k to go on the climb. It's lengthy, but it's only 4%. So at 4%, it's going to take a lot longer to take a whole lot out of us. We have 1 rider off the back at all, and that's from a puncture, not from tempo. 9k already, Rehobovis. Somebody who's decent. I think he can go a little harder than an 85 here. 7k to go on the climb. He's not even done any damage yet. Alright, Rehobovis, get to the back of the group. Narbutas, take over. Angel, 4k to go to the top. And this has done absolutely nothing but catch us up to Luco. Which we knew was going to happen anyway. I mean, that group was not going to win the stage. Him sitting on is a bit of a testament to how and why none of that seems to matter. Well, for that, let's just go ahead and sit up. Luco. Let's protect Karaman. Let's get
the pack has taken its foot off the gas. The team leaders can't be too
Arbutas
worried about
on
the
Gonzalo
breakaway.
Salvio,
Riders are falling
Revovis
off the pack. It's not a good
on
moment to be going through a bad
Kikochi.
patch. Somebody's taking a tumble in the main
And
bunch.
it looks like we're just going to cruise on towards the final with most of the Peloton. We did get a small group dropped, but it's already coming back together a bit. 115 riders, give or take. 63 off the back, but they look like they might regain contact before the end. Potentially, anyway. Either way, it's a big group, and none of the contenders are going to be missing from this. In which case, let's just move on to the next stage. So we pick up with stage number 7. The notable thing about this is it's the last mountain stage until stage 15. So we have another 8 stages before we're going to see another mountain stage. There's quite a few flat ones, a couple punchy ones, and a time trial in between. So today, well, it's important because it's going to set up a lot of what you're going to see over the next week. However, Karaman, the only guy in red, -2 today, which means it's another -3 draw. He's had multiple negative draws in this race so far. He doesn't have a massive minus, but he's definitely right about a -3 or -4, maybe even a -5 for the race thus far in terms of his draws. So Karaman not faring so well. He still has the 81 mountain, but it does hurt his stamina and resistance. We have 132k to go, and I actually would like to get water before things get crazy. Let's go ahead and send our Butas to do that. Rest of the team's looking fairly good. We're up to an expected +12 daily, as we have a second fitness peak now, plus the 8 guys who are all objectives, all 8 of them. And there you go. Water taken care of. 122k to go. The hardest part of the day, besides the final climb, is definitely this sequence that we are in right now. 169 riders in the Peloton. One rider way far off the back and getting further behind. How he got dropped, I'm not sure, but he is definitely not going to catch back up and be out for time. And that's Gianni Mascan. Wow. Okay. He's crashed before in this race, but I did not see if he crashed here. You would assume that must be the case. Already a few more riders off the back. And we are in the midst of this climb. This is going to be a decisive moment, as those off the back can't keep up. Pace isn't that hot at the front. I mean, the breakaway is actually pulling out more time on us. Martinez with the puncture, but he did not go out the back. So I don't think he did. He would be 7 minutes behind. Yeah, no, that's Mascan who's behind that. Mascan's caught those 4 riders. Did he leave the... No, Casper Pedersen off the back. Oh, he fell. Well, anyway. So we've gone through that climb. We've got some undulation here, but there's definitely some recovery time. Ultimately, we should be right about full strength when we begin the final climb of the day. So for now, we'll go ×4 on speed. We have 83k to go. We do need to get water one more time. Don't let me forget that. Remind me. No? Oh, I'm... Right, we're not on Twitch or anything. It's YouTube. Okay, well, anyway. Jokes aside, 21k is the climb. 6.3% average gradient. Tops out just under 10. It's not that bad of a climb. It's not that bad. But it's 21k, so it will take its toll. Resistance could be futile if, if you have weak resistance like Karaman today. So it's not a day I want to be aggressive with his negative race day condition. It's a day that I want to be a little more conservative and ride defensively. He's got plenty of support today. He's got a lot of guys who can climb near his rate, near his tempo. Kikochi gone out the back. Almost there. Can we get him back on? It's Bookman. Bookman should be able to get back up there. Okay, Kikochi back in contact, and really not that bad off. Let's go ahead and do this. I want you to fetch water, since you're at the back. That'll be hand up, and he'll get going here on the top of this plateau, so it shouldn't be that hard of a chase for a while to get back up into position. 52k, not a terrible time to get water. You'd want it more at about 45, but by the time he gets up there, I'm sure we'll be past that point. He hasn't even left the back of the Peloton right now. He's still very much just starting to move out of position, and his heart rate is gonna explode. 183. Come on, Kikochi. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Okay, moved him to the other side because there was a nice big gap over there, and then he goes to the middle. Yeah, smart move, bud. Smart move. Come on. You do not have a whole lot left here. Who is unprotected? It's Gonzalez Albiol. And that'll be the last one to get water as well, as he's at the front. And finally, Kikochi. Protect. And everybody else, prepare for the climb. We'll go 81 for now. Let's hope the tempo isn't crazy. It's Alps and Phoenix. I don't think they'll be pushing quite as hard as other teams would be if they were in front. Other than Kikochi, we're looking good. Luco, struggling. They're pushing right now. 20k to go on the climb. We've barely begun. We're 1k into it, and we're already seeing movement. Attacks. Ciccone.
Attacked by Ciccone.
Okanoge.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers.
Already passing one of the breakaway riders.
Anybody in the breakaway group? The pace seems much too high for many riders.
Ciccone not getting away. Under 17k to go now. However, look at that chase. Look at that chase. That's been a hard chase. It's already split the field. Nearly a third of the Peloton is gone in the first 5k of this 21k climb.
The back is not fighting for it. It's clear as day.
4 riders, 5.5 minutes. That gap's definitely going to start closing. I don't know if we're going to catch them. That's a pretty healthy gap.
You've just got to hang on.
Okay, Karaman's still in a strong position. Gonzalez Albiol is still there. Okay, Kikochi.
Ciccone goes onto the attack.
Luco, see you later. Ciccone attacking again. Not sure how he's able to do that, but you know, it's a game. Endless amounts of energy. Attack hard, get caught. Hagita also attacking. And Vingegaard. Kind of the favorites. But we have to ride defensive because Karaman's got that -2. You can see he is not doing any better than any of the other 3 protected riders. All 4 of them are struggling equally here. Let's make sure Martin... Okay, that's Martin Guerrero, and then that's going to be... Yeah, Lugo's done, so we need to switch off Riabovas. Take over here. Apparently he was protecting Isakov. Could be weird sometimes.
Attack!
Here they go.
Moment to show the team colors.
There is a chase. Let the chase do the chasing. Okay, this is the steepest sector, and we are leaving it behind right now once we get past here. This is full-on attack mode, though. These guys are attacking. I have to respond, and I hate that I have to respond here, but I really have to. Otherwise, we are going to lose 5 or 6 minutes. Nobody's interested in closing it down. They are attacking. Everybody with legs is going. So, Ryabovas, Isakov, yeah, look at that. That's 14, 15, 20 riders trying to go clear. Most of it's been pulled back, but not quite. And there you go. We are the ones that just linked that up and closed that gap. Right above us. Nearly done. That's why I only went in 80 because we have a long ways to go. 7K to go now in the climb. Karaman is struggling. Go 78. There is a descent after, so there's still a chance to recover. So we want to try to control this. 6K to go. Set a tempo that Karaman can manage and go that tempo. Amba, Quintana, Nealons from the break. Quintana the only one clear at the moment, or Simmons also somebody who attacked. But here comes others on the attack, so yeah, 4.5K. That's Gegenhardt. 4K to go. Isakov doing well, but you can see how all four of them are pretty close to being done here. Starting to see a little bit of snow. Let's get the gel going for those guys. 27 here in the Peloton, and Isakov is done. Martin Guerrero back off a little bit. 2.5K, and Gonzalez Albiol also fading. Catch Gegenhardt. Okay, Martin Guerrero, just chase at your tempo. Foss attacking. He smells blood. Rightfully so. If I have four guys we can pursue on the descent. Karaman's got nothing to go. It's 1K to go to the top.
The finishing line is not far off as we're into
10K from the finish line. And we have not been dropped at this point. That's good. Isakov did, though. And Ryabovas. But I've got 3 guys to pursue with. That's good. 9K to go. We hang on. There's 3 riders off the front. 4 riders off the front. Hagita, Foss, Gegenhardt have all escaped. They are 50 and 130 down, where we are 145 down. So it's about a minute behind Foss and Gegenhardt. But already Karaman, Gonzalez Albiol recovering, and Martin Guerrero is going to lead the charge, which is kind of why I did what I did there at the end, keeping Martin Guerrero on that lead position so that we can push and try to work our way forward. Yeah, recovery on even with that 99. Martin Guerrero decent downhill, so is Gonzalez Albiol. Karaman loses 2 points on that today, but we have a little bit of a lead out here, so this could be to our advantage slightly if we can catch up to these guys. Hagita, close. 3K to go though. Okay, we're about to come around the last couple of turns here where I can begin to attack. 2K out. There you go. Martin Guerrero sprinting. Simmons wins the stage. 1.3. Sprint. Sprint. We don't catch them. We do not catch them. In fact, we can't even do anything here, but at least we finish with the group. And I think we at least helped the group pull back a few seconds, 5 to 10. Considering the -2 day, considering we could see halfway up the climb that Karaman was not looking good. Considering we only lost time to 3 riders, and it was small amounts. And we had a small group, and there was plenty of guys behind us. The team support today was huge. Otherwise, Karaman would have lost a lot of time. He would not have been in that group if not for Gonzalez Albiol, Martin Guerrero, and Isakov still being around. Isakov did the dirty work on that one. 23rd on the stage for him. He was the primary reason why we only lost a small amount of time. 10 seconds to Hagita. 45 to Gegenhardt and Foss. We were about a minute behind them, so we at least pulled back a little bit of time. But here is the standings now. Foss has taken over the race lead from Hagita, who is 25 seconds back. Del Rue tagged along with our group, it looks like. 44 seconds. Karaman, minute 34 behind, so we lose about 40 seconds overall, but we're still in 4th place. Bukanoge, 2.5. Carthy, Vingegaard, Gonzalez Abiel still 8th. Quintana and Martin Giro is up 1 spot to 10th. Gegenhardt is 11th, 3.5 minutes down. Dang, that is not bad. I have 3 riders in the top 10, including one in the top 5, and that was a scary day where we had to dig really, really deep to keep our leader in a decent position. And yes, we lost a little bit of time, right? 2 key guys gained 40 seconds, and 1 guy gained 10. Considering what it could have been, yeah, I'm thrilled with where we're at. And we push forward to stage 10 already. This one just a punchy stage, but there is enough undulation, and it is steep, even though it's very short, the climbs. It's steep enough that this could do some damage. This really could do some damage to the field. For now, I want to speed up just a little bit for this next little climbing sequence. This part not so bad, but the secondary, the Cat 3 upcoming, you'll see just how short and steep it is. 6K to go to the top of it, but we're descending. There you go. It's 2.3K, averages 9%, and you can see that it's up, down, up, down. It yo-yos on varying levels of steepness, and it gets quite steep in parts. That already did some damage to the team. In fact, you have a split. 3 guys. Kukovci, Ryabovas. Ryabovas losing Martin Guerrero. He was protecting him. You can see how it's coming back together. For now, and there's plenty of time for this group to latch back on and get in contact. That's 61 riders. Ryabovas, let's use him to recover and protect. And we had water one last time. Ryabovas, you are the furthest back, so go ahead and take care of it. And this is the Peloton. He is right at the back end. 61 riders already. Just through that first sequence, we see a split. We have what I would call 2 similar sequences left, where it's this time kind of jumbled together into four climbs. But
some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
All right, now Fatigue, Luco, Arbutas, and they're not going to last long with this climb coming. So let's gel up these at least 2 weakest riders for now, and we also need everybody else to hang on a bit tighter this time. 81 from here, already within 6K of it. 40K overall, water taken care of for the day. 63 riders, still chasing down the breakaway. What's left of it, it's already split up, so it's going to make it a little easier to catch. But here we go, 2.8K, 10% average gradient over these 3K. Karaman getting caught back a little bit. Isakov also. Just push a little harder here. I don't like how far back we've gotten, but we have some time to recover preparing for the final one. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Other than that, Luco is going to get dropped. He was protecting Karaman. Alright, Arbutas. Done. Kukovci. Isakov. Isakov is protecting somebody. Who is he protecting? It's hard to tell. But Kukovci needs to go protect Karaman. Last 30K. Arbutas really isn't offering much more. Ryabovas, same. They'll get through this little hill. We'll set them up for the next hill, those 2 guys. Ooh, maybe not. Tempo. Tempo. Getting really hot here. We hang on through that part, and then we will get the recovery on. Ryabovas was dropped, though. Isakov needs to gel now. And then we'll be looking at 4 guys to lead it out through these last 2 climbs of the day. We caught the break, so it's just these 35. And a lot of teams aren't going to have 4 or even 5 riders for that matter, left. Now, I still want to ride defensive, or do I want to start going for it? 12.8k to go to the top. 2 steep climbs. Very, very steep second climb. Climb at our tempo. We are climbers. But here goes Davide Formolo on the attack.
Formolo goes onto the attack.
And that means either way, whether they chase him or we chase him, it's going to pick up tempo big time. So let's start to respond. Isakov doesn't have anything left, but he has about a bike length between him and Kikovci. So Isakov, you're going to lead for a split second. And Kikovci now is going to take over. Let's get his gel up now, and then let's wait until he's closing that gap on Isakov. It's going to save energy. Cheat the system a little bit. Can we get past Gogol? Gogol is not giving us an option here, and Kikovci was not catching Isakov either. That was not how I was planning on doing that. We're back up to 48 riders, by the way. Over the top. Check in on where everybody is. Isakov, of course, stuck off the back here.
Only
We'll
15
watch from
kilometers
here.
left.
This is more about getting Koraman back in position for that final climb. Now, that's not the finish, is it? There's still some ground to cover after you go over the top. This, not what I was hoping for, is it? Sit up, please. Cover that red bar real quick, please, please, please. We're up in position. Okay, now 2.8k. And Kikovci, very punchy.
There's now just 10 kilometers left. It's in such
So,
percentages
let's
that the
set
strongest can
tempo.
create some gaps.
Get through this first piece of the climb. Karaman not feeling it yet. We're going to speed up as soon as we go over this piece. Really? Close that gap. Close that gap. There you go. Martin Guerrero, slip off to the outside, please. Thank you. And let's see that gap open up now. Can we do that? No, Gonzalez Albiol also struggling. Karaman. Follow Kikovci. Gonzalez Albiol. Get out of the way. And sit.
Falling behind.
Let those two
Machine
ride
Hero
away.
falling behind.
Set those two to auto. Stay with the group. And Kikovci. Kikovci, sit up for a second. Wait for Karaman to regain contact. And let's see if two guys can hold off the chasing group. Will Karaman even make contact? He hasn't yet, but we're still descending. Now it's
The riders
together.
are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
Now it's together. 4k to go. It's a group of 4. Kikovci is going to work hard. It's Ciccone. It's Vingegaard.
Acceleration by Ciccone.
2.8k. Karaman's looking good for that final run in. Kikovci's got to work a little bit harder here. Okay, 1.5, sprinted out. And Karaman. He's not going to sprint well for 1k, but he'll at least get ahead of Kikovci. He's not going to win the stage, but he's going to get a top 3. Can he get over the top for second? Vingegaard takes the win. Karaman gets second ahead of Ciccone. 6-second time bonus. And it's already 40 seconds since Vingegaard crossed the line. 2 more riders coming. These guys need to sprint. They'll still be in their positions, I would think. They're strong overall.
We're waiting for the back markers,
22nd,
who appear to be
21st
fairly numerous in this
on the
difficult
stage.
race.
But that group, definitely behind. Good day. Good day. That paid off. Karaman and Kyokovchi, with the aid of Kyokovchi especially. His, 78 rating really paying off. That punchiness opened a gap behind us. Set us up for a really good result. It's not a stage win. Don't really care. I'm not here to win stages. 14 seconds behind Vingegaard, just on the sprint, just on the line, just on Vingegaard out sprinting Karaman. Woof. Yowzer. 14 seconds, same time as Ciccone. Kikochi, 22 down. My oh my, 45 to Formula and Palace, and then a minute 3 behind us to that big chase group. So the overall, Karaman into a podium position for now. Foss leads, Hagita, Karaman, Del Rue slips to 4th, Vingegaard now 5th, and we are still 8th and 10th. By the way, as a team, this does not matter at all. At all. This game does absolutely nothing. You get no points, you get no prize money, you get no jersey. There is 0 for the team classification. But we have a 9:16 advantage, 15 minutes down to 3rd. Under 25s, 1st, 4th, 5th, 8th, 11th, 12th, 13th, all over that under 25s. But Del Rue, 82 mountain, 78 time trial. I mean, this is approaching Burlikov levels already for the 23-year-old. Bokanoge, 25. That's more manageable. 79 mountain, 75 time trial. He's a threat right now, but he's going to fade. He's going to fade. Will he finish behind these two? I don't know, but he's going to fade. Ewan leading the points classification, Hagita leading the KOM. And yeah, so we went from 4th, 8th, 10th to 3rd, 8th, 10th. We were 8th, 11th. So we've improved a position with Martin Giro. We've improved by a position for Karaman. Hell yeah. Great day. We've got another punchy stage. We've got a time trial before we get back to the mountains, and that's not till stage 15. So those two occurring over the next 4 stages. A couple more sprint stages mixed in there. So this race is going by pretty fast. We're already halfway. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.